What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Barb Chair Scott here outside of Hallis Hall. Man, we got a different angle today because NFL Network is over there doing their thing. But anyway, I am back up here after a couple-day hiatus. Had to take a couple days off. I had to load manage, in the words of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. But we are back up here. Day 6, practice number 6. Wrapped up about an hour ago around that time, and it was a good practice, real good practice. It was hot as hell out here, but real good practice. This is one of those practices you want to see as a fan where the offense look good and so the defense. You can really tell that Caleb Williams is really starting to learn stuff. He started off really strong today, looked really good in play action, and it's starting to build. It's starting to build up. Definitely some stuff you still got to work on, but you're seeing it build in increments. And for only the 6th practice, I think that looks pretty good. And he also had a good practice yesterday and over the weekend, so he's building. We spoke to Ben Johnson early this morning before practice even started, and he gave us some updates on what he feels about where the offense is headed. So let's see what Ben Johnson had to talk about.
He is so much more comfortable right now, even yesterday, the walkthrough yesterday, just in terms of moving around. You know, we go from gun to under to the tight ends are moving, the receivers are moving. We're adding a few more every single day, and so I think his process, and I told him this on the player day off, his process is really clean right now. I'm talking about how he's preparing. I'm really pleased with it. He's doing the work behind the scenes that no one else is seeing, and we're starting to see the dividends being paid from it.
That was Ben Johnson. He also mentioned Luther Burden. Luther Burden III practiced for the 2nd straight day in a row. He's definitely behind the 8 ball right now. Obviously, he hasn't really practiced since rookie minicamp, which was months ago, but I'll have to say from what I saw today, looks like he's a quick learner. He already was getting into some team drills with only 11 on 11s, so I'm expecting that to grow as it goes on, man. So it looked pretty good to me as well. Also spoke to Colston Loveland, rookie from Michigan, man. He looked real good as well. He said he's starting to stack up a couple practices as well for him, where it looks like he's really starting to get into a groove and looking like the pick that the Bears got first off anyway. He also said his shoulder is doing pretty well. So let's take a little bit of what Colston Loveland had to say as well.
Even physically not being able to be out there in the spring, just been diving into the playbook, taking the mental reps like I've said. It's just, it's one thing to go out there and run them and do it. So still, I'm working every day to get better.
That's good news for Colston Loveland. That shoulder's looking good and that, everything is going according to schedule for him, man. So let's talk about the defense. I think everybody wants to know how the offense is looking, but we got to talk about the defense. The defense is a staple of this franchise, which in my opinion hasn't been great since Khalil Mack left the door, but they are really looking good. They ended the practice off really well, in my opinion. Shut down the starter offense on red zone drills, and you can even hear Montez Sweat yelling, "Get y'all ass off the field," which I thought was pretty funny to watch. But, Dennis Allen's scheme is really looking good. Personnel-wise, only got a couple new additions out there. Obviously, we know about Grady Jarrett. He has just looked like everything the Bears have wanted since the pads have come on, so that's been really good as well. But today we also got to speak to Kyler Gordon, the newly paid nickel corner for the Chicago Bears. So let's see a little bit of what Kyler had to talk about today.
Just letting there not be really a limit on anything that I can do. We have talked about a bunch of different things, so every day is just learning more on the whole defense.
Shout out to Kyler, man. He was big hitting out there as well. They had some live hitting today, which I don't think I've seen in the couple camps that I've been at, man. So that was good to see as well, man. But overall, my recap today is it looks like it's coming together. I know Bears fans want this to be a quick thing. It's not going to be a quick thing. You have a lot of, it's a whole new system that Ben Johnson is building together from Detroit and taking some things from Detroit to work, but more than anything, building an offense here in Chicago. Caleb and a lot of the offensive guys have to unlearn a lot of the bullshit that they had last year. So it's going to take a while. But for 6 practices, I honestly like what I'm seeing, man, especially 2 padded practices back-to-back. So we're going to see how the rest of the week will go. I will be here tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then the Bears are off on Friday. I will not be here on Saturday, but I will be at Soldier Field on Sunday for a Family Fest. So I'm gonna have y'all locked and loaded for that, man. It's your boy at Barbchair Scott. Follow me on all social media platforms and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We up out of here.